reconcile, to bring into agreement or harmony, to bring into compatibility or consistency. It would only take a moment on a warm, grassy knoll or on some cold, wet pavement. We would say, I'm sorry. Not I apologize, not don't worry, not I have changed, will change, but I am sorry. And the story that we told ourselves about each other wouldn't matter because we would forgive.
Right? I never liked talking about it. The conversations tilted towards involuntary. The conversations are more so calculated questions. What makes you so damn special? Underlined tones. How do you answer that? Those conversations are like stepping on glass. My position was either to agree, yeah, you're right, I do have it easy. Apart from society, insecure black men prefer my complexion in addition to curly frizzy hair, not because it's superior, but a reminder of the colonialist status symbol. The whiter the features, the sweeter the perks. So when I argued that they were afraid of gently touching your body like they may have done with me, I reminded you I was a branch, but not the root of the tree. I meant that they too were afraid of touching themselves lovingly, those who dismiss that you both came from the same seed.
K-Mo, baby. How long do you think this recession will last, he asks. I want to get past all the small chat. Tell him that my favorite colors are yellow, purple, and black. I've been infatuated twice, been in love once. It lasted for 7 years and 3 months, funny ain't it? We were together for almost as long as you stayed, and looking back on it, I'm ashamed to say that he paid for the majority of the mistakes that you made, but we were just kids when we met. And I was still a kid when you left, filled with mountains high of questions to reflect, years of fears of abandonment and neglect from my daddy. Was a DJ in his country, raised me on Hendrix, Simone, and Kuti. He played football with Bob Marley, was an advocate for Marcus Garvey. But will you tell me, please, where was all that bravery when it came down time to you taking care of your family? See, words are cheap when bellies are hungry and rent is due. And mama is crying herself behind closed doors in her room. And child grows confused, failing classes at school, and the one thing I had left to keep me sane was my pad and my pen.
Okay, so I have to be honest with you guys. I don't normally talk about my visual art in front of people. And when Sedna asked Sekhmet to come up, I had a little bit of a, but it's okay. I resolved it. Okay, so I painted it's supposed to be a diptych, right? And basically it's backwards. It's actually this one before that one and that one before that one. And what it is this woman transforming into a hyena. So she's transforming into like a dog, and then she becomes the hyena. And basically this is referencing folklore from Somalia and like Djibouti and parts of Ethiopia in terms of like hybrid people and people that have the powers to turn themselves into animals and have like animal spirits as well as human spirits within them, and kind of live alone, and there's a lot of folk tales about them. And so it's kind of like I'm referencing myth. The piece is called Sand-Filled Gust. And usually like in their transformations, nobody really sees their transformations. There's usually like a gust, or they hide behind trees. Yeah.
I'm Chiedza. I'm an artist, creator, performer, all these sorts of creative things. Anything that's creative, I'm interested in it. The piece that I have done and that's here is about, I guess it fits well with this, it's about getting out of your boxes. And for me, it was about getting out of the thought process that I can't do certain things, or that there is lack, or that I don't have enough faith or anything. And I was like, hey, Sheds, I need to paint now. Just get out of this whole thing and go paint. And so I painted. And what came up for me was the idea of fragments. And that's what I wanted to express in that painting, was the idea of the fragments of ourselves and of memories, and how we forget. someone was talking about forgetting, how we forget ourselves and we forget where we're from. And for me, that is a memory of this place in Zimbabwe called Kariba, which is like the only lake resort type thing. And I would look forward to going to it on the holidays. And even now, I can't really remember what it is, but it's a part of me. It's important for me to remember those places. So that's why I chose to paint it. And a lot of my paintings are about remembering, and they are in themselves a source of salvation. When I paint, I remember. And so I have to keep doing it. It's my way home. And that's what my art is about too. I'm exploring performance art now in a big way. It's really exciting, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to more exploration. Thank you.
Hello everybody, you're all so beautiful. In 2005, I was a part of this project called the Queer Youth Digital Video Project with Inside Out Film Festival, and it allowed youth to make a short film and screen it in that festival. I wanted to do something that would raise awareness around certain issues, so I did a documentary short on same-sex sexual assault. I also wanted to kind of build dialogue around the issue. It did pretty well. Actually, in that year, it won Best Director for that festival for Canadian short. So for my first film project, it was pretty exciting. I haven't really done anything since, but I am writing. I've taken screenwriting courses, and writing is going to be my focus in that area. So check it out. There are some graphic imagery. If it's too intense, feel free to stop. All right?
I do Afro-Brazilian dance with a company called Dance Migration. And the reason why I seek this particular dance form is because, of course, I went there to live for a year, and I wanted to come back to Canada and not forget that feeling. This type of dance is very spiritual, very emotional. So every hand gestures and every feet movement is really a feeling behind it. And so yeah, I'm going to be expressing Goddess of Love. And one more thing that I was reading today, and I should have already known this, thanks to Melania, but a part of the Oshun has different roles of manifestations, and one of them is called Oshun Ibu Anya, and my name is Anya, and that means Goddess of Drums. So that's awesome. Thank you.
Não faz xixi.
Keisha, for your vision. Thank you for seeing something in all of us to ask us to be a part of this. And thank you for just tonight. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I love you.
I love you. Thank you to all the sisters who were a part of it, and even the sisters, there were other women who wanted to be a part of it, but couldn't because we had to change the date last minute. So to all the sisters that aren't here, who had to travel, or they had other gigs, or I got emails even from like Motion, who was sending me something, and Amanda Paris, who's in like England, so just sending love, and for all of you for being here. You are what validates us doing this, so thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.